All right, guys, this is part 2 of the Turo little mini series, and it's day 2. So the very first video we did was yesterday or the day before that I made, and it was me going into Turo.com and renting this Slingshot. I think it was Wednesday that I did that. Today's Friday, and I am en route right now to pick it up. Looks like I'm about 6 minutes away, and I'm gonna pick it up and we're gonna document the process, what that looks like, how it works, and make a video. So here we go, let's roll. All right, guys, I just pulled up. I am gonna be renting this Slingshot right here, and the host, you would be called the host, right? The host has graciously allowed me to park my car in the garage. When I come and let's go in the garage here so we can see the phone. On the app, and this is Ryan, by the way, guys. Ryan has graciously allowed us to film this today. On the app, when I come, it has activity, it has the times that I'm booked. So today at 10 a.m. to tomorrow at 10 a.m. It has a history that you can see that I don't have any quite yet. But the trip starts at 10 and ends at 10. And my watch is dead. What time is it right now? You can see it on my phone. It's 11:46. So, question for Ryan. In this scenario is, and again, thanks for letting me record today, bro. Sure. When somebody comes and they're outside of that thing, do you let them take the car?
Like if they show up late?
Yeah, well, not late, early though.
Yeah, so the insurance is actually set for inside the 24-hour window. So if guests try to show up earlier or return it a little late, technically not covered, so that's why it's kind of important.
That makes sense, that makes sense. And thanks for letting me film again.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
With somebody coming in late, how does that work? Because again, the insurance that I purchased yesterday or Wednesday when I made the booking was basically for 24 hours, 10 to 10.
Yep.
So if they come early, you know, ideally you say you got to wait because the insurance. If they come late, what's the policy? How does it work?
I don't know too much about that, but I mean, I would think if you book that policy within that window, I mean, we're still within the window, right? So you should be covered on that insurance policy within that 24-hour window.
What happens if I don't bring the car home? And you know I'm not gonna do that. I got my car in your garage here, right? But what happens if that's where the insurance comes in?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Easy enough. That's all there is. Yeah. So you guys just saw my app, and when I come, do I need to do anything? It just says in progress. So I'm assuming that we're good to go, right?
So what you'll want to do is you can click on your trip right here.
Okay.
And then before you take the car, I already took the pre-trip photos. So again, the host will take
pictures. So you do those. You do the pre-trip photos.
Yeah,
the host takes the pictures.
I take about probably more than the average Joe. I take about, I think before you got here, I took about 70 or 80 pictures.
That's okay.
Of the entire car.
You should.
I took pictures of the tire tread, underneath, all that.
Everything.
You got to cover yourself.
Cover yourself.
Especially being a host. The guests have to.
So when I do anything, do I have to like basically like say, let's go, let's do this thing?
So you can
get started, I guess.
You can start your trip right here. Get started.
Get started.
So then you'll check for any damage.
I'll want to check too.
Exactly.
Okay. Perfect.
So you'll want to cover yourself. So now you can take pictures of the car as well.
And these are the ones you've already added? Oh, I don't need to add
these.
anything. That's perfect.
So I take tons of pictures.
So the host will do that then, every time?
Yeah, host will take all the pictures.
Awesome.
All right. So then next you can finish your checkout right here.
Okay. Now, do you verify anything from me?
So yeah, Ryan? So what I'll do now is, now that you're here.
Okay, hold on, this is important. Yep. Rules of the road. Did you set these when you were hosting and adding the car, which is right here, by the way, to the app?
Yes, you're exactly right. So you can include the miles that you're giving your guest as a host. So I include 300 miles per day on this specific car. You could do only 100 miles a day.
So you select that. Yes. Sure. And then you can also have the overage.
So the overage
as
is
well
picked by Turo. They basically picked up the amount per mile. Keep your license handy. That's all set by Turo. Keep the vehicle tidy. That's set by Turo. Refuel the vehicle and return on time. These are pretty generic.
So if I were to get it dirty, I need to clean it, and I need to bring it back with the same fuel.
Exactly.
Pretty basic.
Exactly.
Pretty basic.
Exactly.
Okay, awesome, guys. All right, return on time, got it. So this is good to go on my end. Is there anything that you and I need to do on your end with your app?
The only other thing I have left to do from you is to check your ID, upload a picture of that to the reservation, and we should be good to go.
For me, would you? Hook me up. All right, guys, this is cool. Do you mind if we look over your shoulder while you're doing this? That would be really cool. This is awesome, guys. I'm super excited. You got it. Yeah, just throw that up there on the trunk. This is it, guys. This is the Slingshot. I'm super excited to drive this. And Ryan, I don't need a helmet, do I, bro?
If you're 26 and you have a bodily insurance policy, you don't have to wear a helmet.
So if you're 26 and you already have an insurance policy, you don't need a helmet, is what Ryan just said here, guys. That's awesome. All right, cool. I'm gonna peek over your shoulder.
No, absolutely.
You tell me when you're ready, of course.
So I will pull up.
This is awesome. I'm super excited. All right.
So it looks pretty similar from the host standpoint,
Okay,
right? So here's our trip. Here's our start and end time, the location that we're picking up. It tells you when the trip is ending. Cleaning checklist. So for me, that's basically what I go through to ensure that.
And you know what I noticed on mine the other day, if you go into the messages on mine, there was like you had basically said somewhere, or I got a notification saying that you had done the pre-rental checklist.
Yeah.
Which was cool. So you had done that Wednesday afternoon or Thursday morning?
Yep. So obviously with COVID, we go through, we sanitize all the vehicles, and then we go through the checklist and mark that off there. I got all the trip photos uploaded there. There's 122.
Dude, this is awesome.
Trip receipt, which tells what I earn on this.
And I think I paid $201.
So you paid, so with your insurance policy, it might be a little bit higher.
Yeah, so I paid for the insurance, and then they probably took a cut.
Exactly. So my daily rate on this is $144. After Turo takes their cut, that's what I'm bringing home on the trip.
Okay.
Here's the total mileage.
So that's the difference between Turo's cut and the insurance.
Exactly.
And that's awesome. That's still a good daily rate to make. That's awesome.
So then all the vehicle information. So now similar to what you're seeing on your app there, Dave, we're going to go ahead and prepare for check-in. I already put the miles on here. So vehicle has currently 9170 miles and the fuel is full. I filled it up this morning.
Okay, very cool.
So then we'll go to next right here. So I'll verify your driver's license.
Okay.
So again, date of birth, 9/7.
And I would think this is very important.
Very important.
Because of the insurance. Like you don't want somebody to pick the car up that doesn't book the car, right? That would be a huge red flag.
Huge red flag.
Okay.
So the primary driver has to show you their ID, and they are the one that has to pick up the vehicle.
Got it. Okay, so that's what we're doing now, guys. We're verifying this.
So
he's making sure that it's exactly the same, right? You want it to be that person, that ID. You want to obviously make sure they have a valid ID.
Yes, sir.
Do you require insurance, or had you on this when you set this up, or does Turo just require it on all of it?
Turo has the insurance built into the app already, so you can pick your tiers, and then the driver can obviously get additional insurance.
It's awesome. Very cool.
So then we'll click done, and then we'll finish the checkout, submit. So boom, your trip's running already. We'll upload a quick picture of this real quick to the reservation to make sure we're all good to go. You can add additional photos to this at any time, which is nice.
Cool. And over here on mine, it just says in progress, we're ready to go. And
So we'll get that back.
yeah, this is just your activity. The app is really intuitive. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, Ryan. You're the man. All right, this is sweet, man. This is really, really sweet. So give me the 30-second tutorial or whatever you would do normally.
So after we check in, what I typically do is I'll walk the driver through the vehicle, show them the features. So as you know, this is a Polaris Slingshot. It's basically got a 4-cylinder motor like the Chevy Cobalt. Very easy to drive. They come in a 5-speed manual transmission. So again, I just make sure the driver knows how to drive
a manual
transmission.
Yeah, and I do. I do. Yep.
So at this point, guys,
you can go with me around the block if you want to, man. No problem.
We can do that too, man. I'll walk you through the features real quick. It's a 2-seater. It's completely waterproof, which is nice.
Oh, that is
nice.
nice.
You can get this entire thing wet. If you get caught in the rain, it's not going to hurt the vehicle in any way. You'll just get a
I want to block out this billboard above your head because they're competitors of mine.
So the vehicle has 3 compartments, 2 behind the seat, which is nice. So you can put all of your items in there.
Oh, hell yeah, that's great.
So put a purse in there, you can put a
and
duffel
it's got that
bag
waterproof seal too,
all
man.
Waterproof,
That's
yeah,
sweet.
Yeah, it's cool. They lock too as well, so that'll be secure. Put that seat back for you there. So other than that, man, it runs and drives just like a normal car, which is great.
Cool.
So at this
with
point,
it being a 3-wheeler, is there anything specific that I need to know?
Nope, you just need a regular driver's license to drive it. It's considered an auto cycle. It's not actually a motorcycle.
Yeah, of course.
You don't need a motorcycle license, which is nice. You just get in and have a good time, man. That's the only requirement.
Awesome. Well, guys, we're gonna take this thing for a spin. Ryan, thank you so much for letting me get the car here.
For sure.
And just explaining the experience from both sides.
Yeah,
that's really, really cool. All right, guys, let's go have some fun. This is awesome. All right, guys, we are here in my backyard. And we got the Slingshot. And let's just do a quick little walk around. This is such a neat little car. It's a stick shift. I haven't driven a stick in a while, but I'm a pro. After about 5 minutes, I picked it right back up. And seat belts are in the middle, which is kind of neat. The start button's right there in the middle. 5-speed with reverse. It's kind of weird whenever you're driving and you have a pothole, because you're used to these tires being here. And you make sure that the pothole goes underneath the car, and in this one you hit that pothole, so you got to be a little careful with the road. Also, the front tires are wider than it kind of feels like in the car. I hit some of the little lines that just go, you know, no big deal, nothing, no damage of course, but just kind of a little change here. So cool. I'm really excited. I'm excited to start using Turo. I'm excited to take this car for a little spin and have a little fun, guys. This is cool. This thing's like a Lambo. It's pretty cool. You just turn the key on and then you hit this button in the middle to start. All right, guys. Alright guys, I took my buddy Jeff for a ride. We got a little rain today. It happens, but it was a hell of a good time. Thanks for coming with me, man.
No, my pleasure. Appreciate it. Good
awesome.
conversation.
We'll do it again soon.